Diary of an Adopted Son. Okay, so now I'm talking about my sister. So it was 3 sisters that I didn't grow up with at all, that I didn't even know until 2010. You know, I didn't even know they existed, okay? And those 3 sisters are Charity, Alessandria, and Tamala, okay? So I have 3 sisters that I never met. I just talked to a few of them on the internet. And so I don't know that much about my sisters. I tried to meet Alessandria in 2011. I lived in Louisiana, and she was in the army at the time, and Alexandria, Louisiana, which was only a few hours away, and I didn't go and see her, even though we had scheduled to meet, okay? So my sister Alessandria, she's like a dancer from what I understand. I think she actually went overseas to do dancing, so she does like theater dancing. You know, not like stripping or anything like that, but she's a classical, classy type dancer person. She does theatrical performances, okay? And as far as my sister Charity, like I said, I never met her. I think we may have texted a few times on Facebook, but you know, they really don't communicate with me or my other biological sisters. You know, they don't have anything against us, I don't think. They just don't really know us, even though we all came out of the same womb, you know, out of Cynthia Yates' womb, you know. And then I have another sister called Tamala, who's still in the church. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that my mother, Cynthia Yates, she actually was in a religious cult, okay? She was in a religious cult. I think she was in the cult. She was a part of this cult for a few years. And then I think the FBI broke the cult up, and they had like little branches of the same cult. This is allegedly, I don't know the whole story. I don't even think about this kind of stuff. I'm just documenting this in this documentary. All these videos are under 5 minutes, so don't worry, it's not gonna be a long video. So, so she was in this cult, and I think my sister Tamala is still a part of the cult, okay? My sister Octavia, who I do know, who I didn't grow up with, but I met her and we know each other. She was a part of the cult too, but she got out recently. She got out of the cult a few years ago, from what I understand, okay? And so, yeah, my mother, Cynthia, she was a part of this thing, and then she met a man in that cult. His last name was Reed. That's why all my brothers and sisters, of rest in peace to Alfonso Reed. You know, my brother Alfonso, he passed away. But I'll do a video on him as well. But yeah, they all had the last name Reed, okay? And so she met that guy in the cult, and then they had 4 kids, okay? So it's 10 of us total, okay? So yeah, they had 4 kids, which is Alfonso, Tamala, Alessandria, and Charity, okay, from what I understand. So I never met Tamala. I would like to meet her, or at least talk to her, but I think in that cult, I think that they, you know, they don't allow people to talk to their family members or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to make her look bad or whatever. This is what I've heard. I'm not sure if it's even true. All right. And as far as Charity, you know, I would like to talk to her. I think she's still in I think she's still in a foster home, or she got adopted, from what I understand. I'm not sure. And as far as my other sister, Alessandria, she I'm not sure if she was adopted or she was a foster kid. I think she was a foster kid for most of her life. No, I don't think she was a foster kid. I think she lived with her father. I'm really not even sure. I don't know the whole story. I don't want to say anything, you know, they see this video and they get mad. But yeah, so I have those 3 sisters that I never met. I even reached out to my sister Octavia, and actually asked her to, you know, introduce me again to Octavia, to Tamala, Charity, and Alessandria, but for some reason they didn't want to speak. You know, they don't speak to anybody. They don't speak to Cynthia's other kids, you know, really, from what I understand. But all that may change in the future, you know, and I don't have anything against them. That's just how they feel right now. They may feel differently in 5 years for whatever reason. I'll still be here. I'll still be here to talk to you. Charity, Alessandria, Tamala, rest in peace to Alfonso. So, Diary of an Adopted Son, just talking about my sisters. The next videos will be about my sisters I actually grew up with, adopted, blood, and some that was even foster, you know, that never was adopted but grew up in the house with us for some years. All right, so this is Anthony Darvin, adopted son. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out.